ready? Pick up 1, 2, 3. Pick up 1, 2, 3.
Rockstar has teamed with producer Timbaland in the hopes of creating a full-featured music creation program that both musicians and music fans can enjoy. Beaterator is capable of quite a bit, but also sacrifices some usability in exchange for depth. Cramming all these features onto the handheld comes at a cost. People looking for a music game will have to look elsewhere, but if you want to create some tunes, Beaterator will do the trick, so long as you have a little patience.
It's on and poppin'.
There are two sides to Beaterator, Live Play and the Studio. Live Play is a pretty cool performance tool that lets you mix either Beaterators or your own loops together. Using this mode to perform compositions of your own loops seems to be the best application for Beaterator. Playing with the templates and included loops is amusing for a bit, but creating your own material or loading in your own samples is much more rewarding. Not all the loops in a template go well together, which is another reason to stick to your own creations. You can replace loops as your song plays, effectively allowing you to transition to another song during a performance. Beaterator can also record a performance and dump the loops you play into the timeline of your song crafter, saving you the trouble of having to lay it out piece by piece on your own. This is actually a very convenient way of composing songs, and I wish the entire Beaterator experience was this user-friendly. The studio is where things start to get bogged down with menus. To add a loop, you dive into the loop menu to browse samples and create your own bits of a song. You can preview any sample or loop in the library, but it takes a moment to load the file. A drum hit that is less than a second long may take several seconds to load, which makes browsing samples a chore. The Synth Editor, a built-in synthesizer for creating your own sounds, is quite impressive, although it does require some knowledge of synthesis to use. You're also able to import your own samples and record your voice, opening up Beaterator's sonic possibilities immensely. It's possible to make a song with all original samples, loops, and recordings, which is a pretty cool feat for a little PSP disc. For each track in your song, you can adjust parameters like volume and pan, accessed by pulling the PSP's analog nub down to enter the knobs and buttons area. This is where you begin to realize that maybe the PSP isn't the best system for this kind of music studio, because an act that is a simple mouse click on a PC becomes a multi-step process here. Your cursor is on one side of the screen, and in order to get to a knob on the other side, you have to click through everything in between. I realize it's not fair to compare PSP software to that of a PC, but it's a developer's job to make software easy to use regardless of what platform it's on. You can make complete songs with Beaterator, it's just not as easy as it should be. It is a portable music studio for your PSP with many of the same features you find in expensive PC software for a mere $40, so that's saying a lot. But a portable music studio simply has to be easy to use, and Beaterator isn't there yet. Although Beaterator has an impressive feature set, it's not really competing with high-end computer software. It offers two things, a simple live performance tool and a way of capturing musical ideas on the go so you can record the real deal when you get back to your home studio. When a song pops into my head, I should be able to crank it out in Beaterator in a few minutes, but that's not the case. I have to fumble through menus and wait for samples to load, stretching the process out for a half hour or more. This may be the best music studio for the PSP, but it's still not the perfect portable music studio. For the full written review, hit up IGN.com.